So as you guys can see, as we're getting started here, coming off that last stream where I told you exactly what was going on, you can clearly see us being screwed with here right at the start of the stream, and again, them just sitting here and immediately causing issues where they are breaching my router illegally through my ISP as I start the stream. So again, that's all they're doing. They're just breaching my ISP right as I start the stream, and that's all you see there with the bitrate. That's all that's happening. That's all that's happening on the mobile streams too. They're just breaching AT&T when that happens. So that's how embarrassing that is for every company that happens to. And again, they're breaching my ISP the instant that I start the stream there, conveniently coming off that last stream. So, you know, this is all that's happening here, where you can see us having that happen at the start, them affecting the traffic, as you can see. So I'm just documenting that and sending contact to the lawyer and stuff like that. So again, it's not a mystery why this is happening. We're just coming off of the stream where we, called out the fact that we are being harassed, and it's very clear that I'm being attacked and my entire family is being attacked. It's very clear that the Trump administration is using Russians to attack civilians. And it is very clear that this is happening, and I've been documenting all of it right in front of you for you all to see every single day that it's been happening. And the more it happens, the more blatantly obvious it is. Because the more blatantly obvious Russians are sitting here attacking you from the Trump administration, that they are actually allowing this. And they are conducting methods of torture using the CIA. So again, we all know that they want to allow Russians to continue to come here, and they want to personally work with Putin himself to continue to do this stuff to civilians. Again, putting, having anything to do with cybersecurity and stuff like that should be a no-go. If you remember, this is what we dealt with Kaspersky. Again, with the breach, being a Russian company and stuff like that, them getting breached initially, we should have, again, remember, that's exactly what happened. But, coming off that stream where I very clearly exposed how Russians are sitting here and breaching our government, I mean, like, it's blatantly obvious to see the immediate attack of my router. Again, attacking literally my router through my ISP. That is literally what's happening here. So that is incredibly illegal. Now, every time this happens, all I'm doing is documenting and sending proof straight to the lawyer. Every single time. So many people are seeing this every time it happens. So, you know, it's pretty obvious coming off that last stream where we laid it out for you so blatantly clear that we were going to be getting trending from this and that my channel is getting trending. And then as soon as I start the stream, you see how blatantly they are attacking as soon as I'm live. As soon as I'm live. And don't worry, we have documented proof and evidence that we're sending on over that we did speed tests prior to getting on stream. No issues. Nothing. And when we do have issues, trust me, there's reports that are sent. And they try to do this as a regular all throughout the day thing. Yep, they've been trying to do that, but they know that I catch it, they know that the ISP catches it, they know that we sit here and we send reports and that they get reports. They know that this has been happening. So blatantly, right at the start of the stream here I am, right at the start of the stream. And they know that I was one of the first people playing this. You guys have been watching since the beginning. You've been wanting me to continue this. And here we are. Right at the start of the stream, I conveniently have the stream titled what it is, so the system knows it's blatantly obvious instantly when I start. So again, we will be taking legal action. Yep, literally just sitting here. And they were doing it, I mean, again, the reason they're doing this is blatantly obvious coming off that last stream. Because again, we're just taking legal action against a completely fraudulent company that is allowing attacks, blatant attacks against an ISP. Attacking an ISP. Literally attacking an ISP. Literally sitting here. We pay for this. Yeah, look at who's hitting the confetti button. Why are we hitting the confetti button? Because the point is, you're probably the one preventing me from streaming, causing this problem right now. Why else would you be clearly hitting that fucking button? Like a retard. Just like, you know, again, we're in the stream the second the stream starts. No announcement. We're in the stream the second the stream starts. And all this maliciousness, I don't even see that fucking message right away. But the bitrate sees it. And not only that, but we all know coming off this last stream exactly why this bullshit's going on. We all know why I have that bitrate on the screen in the first place. Because this never used to happen. All you have to do is go back for all the years that I was streaming and my bitrate has been the same it's been. And all of a sudden, after networking with all of these streamers, suddenly my bitrate is shifting around maliciously all over the place. After all that. You know, it was never before that. Ever. But again, after networking with these so I just gotta call my lawyer right now really quick to make sure I show him these messages too. I'm supposed to tell you that when I was watching the last stream on Midas Touch just had a live stream, and even when I was watching their stream, there was a period of time where they were struggling to get 20,000 live viewers, and because every single time it was about to happen, all of a sudden there would be a bunch of buffering in the stream, and then they'd lose a few thousand. And again, I was just watching that stream. Again, this is coming off of the stream where I talked about Russians and stuff like that on my stream. But again, we know they cover that too, and they talk about the truth and whatnot. So I just think it's I think it's interesting how that was something that again you could see even on there. Where several times they would have reached that goal, but they were held back by some buffering where that happened, and then conveniently, like I said to you guys, the buffering puts me to a not live state where I'm no longer on the live section of the stream. It just buffers long enough to do that. And again, that is them maliciously deducing that I'm watching the stream somehow, and then using that AI tool to attack my router through my ISP to cause the buffering, which again they were causing originally, doing this maliciously through all these data points and trackers, but now again are just maliciously doing this illegally through your ISP, which is again why it was originally happening through AT&T all those times that it happens on the mobile streams too, where they're literally just breaching through the ISP anymore, and you know, they're stupid to it. They literally just complete denial. Yep, Google is gonna get sued big time. They're already getting sued out the ass by like everybody. But you know, again, you can clearly see the exact same amount of concurrence as likes in the stream. Again, just 4 fucking likes, 4 concurrence, same bullshit as we pointed out in that last stream. And again, several times we saw the bit rate become malicious and get to the point where, again, all that was happening there was that they were completely cutting off the connection. 100% completely cutting off the connection through my ISP. So we are absolutely filing a massive lawsuit against Google because, again, Google is the fucking garbage trash company that owns YouTube. So, basically, you know how people are going through the Epstein files? Well, what they're doing is anybody that's talking about the Epstein files, they're illegally sitting here and breaching and just randomly using your tax dollars to spy on everybody. So, again, your own tax dollars to spy on you for no reason whatsoever except that you looked up some public information that's legal to look at, that anybody can look at. So again, that's all that's happened. Literally just have the example of, there it is. There you go. So that was pretty obvious. That was pretty obvious there. You know, you can clearly see they will sit there and do that. Yeah, so that's what it looks like when they're downloading something. So they're sitting here and downloading a whole bunch of information, probably off my machine since it's the only thing connected, illegally. So again, if they're stealing my information and illegally stealing any files, that is incredibly illegal. Okay, I've sent the information on over to my lawyer. Um, I'm waiting on a reply on whether or not I should go ahead and stream and dox the information of the people doing this or not. I'm getting tired of proving that you have an illegal monitoring device. I'm getting tired of proving that. I hope that it's relatively clear at this point that we're not doing a stream. I hope that's relatively clear. That this is yet another time where I had time for a stream, and now, again, this stream has been ruined. So now this is just another time where we will use this as further evidence on later. Because again, another stream has been ruined. So again, this will just be further evidence later that I cannot stream on this platform. Because of literal fucking doing nothing. Literally doing nothing. Less than nothing. About cybersecurity. Literally just sitting here and attacking people because you don't like what they're saying. So just further evidence that my gaming streams are ruined by retards, people that just literally can't take hearing what you're saying, that they go out of their way to harass and stalk and prevent you from playing a video game. And again, if you would harass, stalk, shoot, them, well, it's the sort of thing where if you did that to them, well, then they're gonna say exactly the same thing that, you're saying now. They wouldn't like this at all. But every stream, it's the same thing. Every single stream for the past, I don't know, year or so? Yep. Every single fucking stream for the past year. Gee, I wonder who's been president. Gee, I wonder. And for what length of time? And every single stream. So YouTube and Google, the Trump administration, really anybody involved in this is going to be sued massively. And again, this is only further evidence where I'm simply trying to do a stream on YouTube. And very plainly, somebody is actually sitting here breaching the ISP, fucking around with my router to prevent me from actually streaming. Why have there been countless times at this point now where we do a stream in the vehicle, in the car, and something is wrong? Where, I don't ever touch that Wi-Fi button. It's never turned on. At all. Ever. Don't turn it on. Whatsoever. I don't use it. So I literally have zero reason to go in ever and turn it on. I don't even go into that part of the settings for any reason whatsoever to even accidentally. I'd have to go in many different menus to accidentally do this. Virtually impossible. And yet, after streaming many times now, the Wi-Fi is on in the vehicle, and many things are different about the vehicle settings. And as I've said this, you even noticed how a bot came in here. Conveniently, as I say this, a bot shifts in the stream as I start to talk about something else, almost like it's learning. So, when Google is the one that has an irresponsible fucking bullshit, all I'm gonna do, and all of you stupid ass fucking streamers that sat here and literally spread my information and did nothing that I asked you to do, and caused problems for me, all that's gonna fucking happen is you're gonna get dragged into it too. That's all that's gonna fucking happen. People are going to start getting interviewed. And it's going to be real fun for everyone. Yep, real fucking fun that you guys sat here and harassed somebody multiple times. Many times, over and over again. You spread somebody's information. You came back and forth to cause problems. You view-botted somebody. You intentionally harassed somebody. So it's going to be really funny. It is. It really is. It's going to be really funny. I'm still waiting here. But I'm pretty sure all we're going to do is, again, since this same scammer that is in the stream, every stream, and in here the very second that we stream, and oh, conveniently, the second that you're in here, the second we stream, oh yeah, that's right, my bitrate is also maliciously fucking shifting around all over the goddamn place. So, it doesn't change the fact that, you know, I mean, Trump's FBI is fucking incompetent and stupid as fuck. Doesn't change the fact that, you know, one day, maybe there'll be a competent person in there. And it's already been fucking reported. It's already been reported a bajillion times to the FBI, the FTC. Meanwhile, YouTube sits on here and allows a stalker to dox a street address. All these people see this and don't do anything, don't seem to give a shit. Including several people that are in here right now. Saw it and didn't give a shit. Yep. It's just really funny to everybody. Everybody thinks it's so funny. Well, my mom's car blew up in Walmart parking lot. Was that funny? There you go. The person that always does this, and is still doing this, does in fact think it's funny that my mom's car blew up. That person is confirming they think that's funny. I'm sure they wouldn't find it funny if somebody blew up their mom. Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't be laughing then. Yeah. Do you want to know why it's funny to this person? This person does not have a mom. So who do we know amongst all of them? There are a couple. And there's also one particular whale streamer that I do think harasses other streamers and gets away with it. I do believe that a certain whale streamer harasses other streamers and gets away with it. I do think that. But I'm not going to say who that is. Because that person knows exactly who they are. I think it's pretty fucked up, too. But you do. With justification. What the hell is wrong with people? So I already exposed in the last stream that this is a Russian psyop being conducted by the Trump administration. And we know that that involves, again, illegal torture methods. Again, I already mentioned the many streams that have breaks and pauses in them because of, you know, they're considered like sleeping style streams for tinnitus and stuff like that. This is common. And truthfully, they have breaks and pauses in them from when the person who initially streamed them, not from, you know, not from you. And if it doesn't, then they're going to sit there and they're going to try to make that happen, but they're going to determine, you know, if you've fallen asleep and how long it takes you to fall asleep. So this is perfect if you're somebody that does sleep streams. They can study that and see how quick, how long it takes you to fall asleep. There's also various things that they're doing to monitor my PCs that determine vicinity. So it determines closeness to the PC, like how close I am to it. I can absolutely 100% tell you that beyond a shadow of a doubt. They know how close I am to my PC. I think it's temperature. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Could be capacitive, but I doubt it. I think it's temperature. I think it's simpler than that. So the scarier thing would be if it is capacitive. No, that's brainwaves. That's not a good thing. That'd also explain why everybody's like having problems, like mentally. Like if they're actually sitting here sending signals through the air, like the thing they did to that fucking guy in Venezuela, and they're doing this to citizens. Oh yeah, they're gonna sit here and try to mass mind control people. Because they probably can. They're probably trying to do that. So, you know, Naruto Shippuden. Except Trump. Trump controls the infinite Tsukuyomi. The only difference is he doesn't have like a fucking Kekkei Genkai or some shit like that. He's just got a bunch of Russians that just really want to blow shit up. stupid fucks. Oh, hey guys. There's been 11 people. There's 11 people, 12 people, all these people in here, and 27 views is what they're counting. 27. But if you've been paying attention, the bitrate's been malicious the whole fucking time. Thus removing entirely too many fucking views. Thus everything I've been fucking telling you. Just like I told you, where I came off a live stream and I saw that they were trying to reach a certain goal. Every time there was fucking buffering, every single time, they would lose a few thousand. It's so bullshit. So, I mean, there's no ways. Like, the point is, like, they're even supposed to have like a shitload more. Like, there's no question. They're probably supposed to have like 10 million subscribers, not 6. You know what I mean? Like, it's absurd. Like, the whole point is we're all sitting here getting choked by some tax funded thing. I mean, that is messed up. And I don't have any, I promise that, like, I don't have any like extra like cameras like hanging about. Like, it's not like that. Like, I'm telling you, this sensing vicinity, I promise you, it is literally just sensing vicinity to the PC. They know that. It's pretty messed up. But that's the point is that is incredible misuse of you know, NSA technology. There's incredible misuse of that technology. I'm not saying it's the NSA doing it. I'm saying it's misuse of it. Because nobody should have that technology. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that, and you shouldn't be able to just regularly sit here and do this to somebody's router every stream, instantly at the start of the stream. And they shouldn't be able to track all these people that come in here, so that way they know who your best followers and best supporters are. So that it drives a wedge between you and those supporters. So that way, as soon as those supporters are in there and they're trying to be supportive, it seems like it's the opposite. That's exactly how a PSYOP fucking works. And I tried to tell a lot of people on here that this is exactly how it works, and this is how it was, and they fell for it. They sat here and attacked me all kinds of ways. Meanwhile, I was right. I mean, it's blatantly obvious at this point. It's so stupid. If you guys remember the stream I told you about that never processed from several weeks ago that was only 23 minutes long, well, that's what they did to this one. That's the point. They want to determine when I'm streaming so they can sit here and cause the stream to never process, just like, again, they've been sitting here and causing a scam for the processing literally since, again, I have been telling you they have. So it's literally this fucking basic, and they're like, YouTube is literally this fucking stupid. Literally this fucking stupid. Jesus Christ, they're fucking stupid. Like, you can't even fake this being this dumb. Like, it's clearly on purpose. It is clearly on purpose. They're pretending to be this fucking stupid. You can't be stupid by design. Like, you have to force that. You have to be like, oh, yep, there's the answer. He's showing it to us every fucking day. Yep, let's break it. Let's not do that thing. Let's not fix it. We have policies for this, but no. Nope. Putin's gay, Putin's gay, Putin's gay, Vladimir, Putin is gay! Oh, interesting response. So, let me get this straight. This person responds with a laughing emoji when we're talking about blowing up somebody's mom's car, like dangerous things that could get somebody seriously killed. But when it comes to Vladimir Putin being gay, then we're hitting confetti? What? Interesting. I think that's I think it's pretty interesting. And we've been able to deduce a few other things expertly with this retard that's mashing the emojis before too. Remember? I'm sure you remember about the things that this retard told us with the emojis, of how disgusting they are. So I'll be perfectly blatantly honest with you. I do think it's Donald Trump. Like, I don't think it's anybody else. I just think it's literally Donald Trump. I literally think it's Donald Trump. And I literally think he makes this a matter of national security. where they have to do something because he's fucking around with my shit. I literally think it's that simple. And this asshole is actually this much of an asshole. Yep. I think that's literally what's happening. Now watch as all these likes are coming off. We were at 11, right? They're all the way down to 9 already. Like, that was quick. Oh, man. Oh, man. Whew. Yeah. I mean, it's literally the White House. It's literally the White House is sitting here. I swear to God, that's literally what's happening. This is the maturity level of the United States White House under Trump. They're sitting here fucking around with streamers. And the NSA has to fuck around with the streamer's stream just to hide the presence of the President of the United States. So therefore, I am attacked, stalked, harassed. All these things happen to me just because Donald jackass orange piece of shit Trump wants to watch my stream. He you know, again, he clearly doesn't like it. He just wants to be harassed, so therefore. You get what I'm saying? Therefore, he watches, it gets harassed, and therefore, yeah, people aren't seeing how many I would normally get. And it's not a Democrat doing well. And thus the cycle repeats itself. And it repeats itself. And it repeats itself. It's also why he goes on random tirades in the middle of the night about certain media outlets and stuff like that randomly. Because he happens to also know about which ones I've been watching. Yeah, and liking. And he knows that Midas Touch and other people, but he only knows specifically Midas Touch is one of those ones where pretty much every video I hit like. Pretty much every single one. And it pisses him off. Do you know that's like half the reason I've been doing that? It's literally half the fucking... Just, like, I knew that was happening. So I'm like, all the more reason. Like, I knew he would, like, get pissed. And I knew he would use resources. So, like, this is what you have to rationalize. This guy's such a fucking douchebag. This is how he acts. Like, this is literally what he's doing. Like, we're state-of-the-art technology, and he's using it for this. Kash Patel's guzzling beers with the hockey team. What the fuck's he so worried about what I'm saying? Why the fuck is he so worried about what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, all he's gotta do is continue being bad. Like, just shit as president. And then run out the clock. Okay? And not try to overthrow democracy. And, again... You know, he might, maybe, if he's lucky, maybe, he'll get away from this stuff. If he tries to be president a third time, not only is it not going to happen, Jesus Christ, dude. It's not going to go how you think. It will not go how you think, and you're not going to use some archaic rule. You're not going to learn from me by mind reading. I'm going to accidentally think about it, and you have this technology now, unfortunately. It's not going to happen. Do you know why? I hope that you do. I hope you do. I hope you figured it out. Because you're gonna go fucking nuts if you haven't. You're gonna. This is why you're going crazy. I swear to God, nobody's explained it to you yet, and it's like they've convinced you you can be a president a third time. I know Bannon has him convinced. They're using this, buddy. They just want to convince you. They're trying to do it for a vote. You're trying to hang them, they're trying to hang you. This is why you don't do this. You just work with people. This is why you don't do this. You don't dig holes. This is why you don't do this, man. Should have been bipartisan. You should have taken Obama up on his advice. Remember, he said don't use too many executive orders. He said don't overuse executive power and try to be bipartisan. That's basically what he told him. Basically. He didn't do any of that. He did the complete opposite. And the point is, this is literally why Obama was successful. It's because he worked with everybody. Like, people liked working with him. He actually tried to give people the better deal, so to speak. It's literally what he did. The actual better deal, instead of just a scam. You know, like the Iran nuclear deal, where that happened. And they couldn't make weapons? Yeah. Remember that? So here's my question. Did he get rid of that just for an excuse to invade? So he could be like, see, they have weapons, now we can invade, and they can't say it were defenseless or something. I wonder. Wouldn't that be terrible? Like, just to get rid of that, just to... Jesus. Probably true. So, now we're in this war. And he's scared of Iran. Here's what's funny. Well, first of all, now it's funny that my bit rate's moving around because of that. Secondly, why is he even scared of Iran? Why was he even acting scared initially? I didn't think Iran was all that scary. Yeah, so like, what did he do? Like, what happened? What did he do in office? Where'd he go? Who'd he accept a thing from? You know what I mean? Like, What stupid thing did this moron do in office that makes him scared of fucking Iran? Yeah, there's the bit rate. Again, what did this fucking moron do in office that makes him so scared of Iran, of all countries? And now look at how malicious this is. That is my router being attacked right now. The bit rate you see is my ISP being attacked. Is literally my ISP being attacked. My router is being attacked through my ISP. And this conveniently happened right when I said that the President of the United States is scared of Iran. I think that's pretty hilarious, actually. Like, the fact that, like, this asshole would go to the lengths to shift my bitrate around right when I'd say that, not only proves that he's watching, but it also proves that he is. Like, Jesus, dude. Like, way to sit here and prove that you're watching. And that you are scared of Iran. Like, damn, man. This is really what you're wasting your fucking resources and time? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Sorry, that was just a little... That was... he was a funny character. But regardless of how funny Big Gay Al was, the new Big Gay Al, the biggest fucking gayest of them all, is Putin. And the reason we announce this, the reason we talk about this, and the reason that matters is because it undoes him. He has sat here on his own homeland, which you don't realize being here, is Putin has attacked gays publicly. He has killed them. I mean, like, it's bad. And meanwhile, it's pretty obvious this guy is doing that because he's gay. Like, they don't really have hate towards gays. Like, there's not this huge, giant gay, like, anti-gay culture thing over there. Seriously. Literally, he just does this shit. And then, you know, the whole point is he creates the anti-gay culture. Like, people aren't, like, so it's like, dude, are you just, like, in denial or something? Like, you know, somebody, like, tries to out you, so now you're all pissed. And you, like, really? You know what I mean? Like, I just, it's so strange. Because again, remember, this is the guy that, like, pretends, like he poses for, like, videos with, like, puppies and stuff. Like, this is the guy that pretends, like, to you know, like, this is what you have to realize. Remember the staged video of the awkward guy, like, you know, like that was so staged. And then, like, the internet's, like, freaking out over this. Oh my god, it's going viral because Putin has this puppy out there. Oh, look how good he is with... Duh! Yep, he can hold a dog. He's got a brain. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? You know, like, I remember there was this thing, like, he scheduled this thing, too, for, like, I don't know, some school kids or something, and, you know, he was, like, looking all, you know, trying to look all, you know, nice and stuff with them when they were visiting, I guess, and stuff. And then there's all these videos circulating of, like, you know, him looking, you know, him like chuckling at like mic fails and stuff like that, and people, you know, the comments are just some of the dumbest shit you'll ever read. You know, like people actually like pandering to Russia and Putin just because the guy can laugh about a mic fail or so. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you dumb? Like, are you genuinely just fucking stupid? Because that's all that's telling him. That you're that easy to manipulate. All he's gonna do is just continue to make endless video after video staging these very blatantly easy... Oh, okay, guys, is that all I gotta do to pretend to get your favor? I just gotta go do some interviews with people and intentionally have mic fails and then laugh about it. And then you'll just be like, oh, look, see, he can laugh about stuff. Ha 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 ha. Look, ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. See, ha ha. Okay? Like, come on, man. I mean, like, it's so stupid. It really is. How many times can the guy like basically do the same fucking stunt, and you're all like, oh my god, oh yeah, oh my gosh, and then you don't remember that he just assassinates the competition. He doesn't let anybody run against him in the elections. And then like this, then it all comes rushing back. It's almost, you know, like you just like forget about all of it because of all these distractions in the media and stuff like that. Where, you know, like you're just, whoa, look at what a nice guy he is, you know. Yeah, Trump does the same thing. Come on now. Come on now. Oh man, after all these views, YouTube, they're counting 43. Yep, 43 views. All these views we're getting, 43. Boy, let me tell you what. That seems like accurate counting. Oh boy, does it ever. Yep, totally accurate. All these views, and clearly, you know, malicious attacks to prevent it from happening, to prevent the traffic from happening, literally just attacking my fucking internet to prevent the traffic. And then, I mean, clearly it's more than 43. It's just, you know, they're only going to allow so many views on a stream when I label it evidence or type YouTube. Hence, if you remember that stream that triggered that, where, you know, if you remember, YouTube, it was about YouTube. And then we couldn't go live. And we were like, whoa. You can't. We won't allow it. How dare you? How dare you talk on stream about the thing we haven't fixed for literally an entire year, over a year? How dare you? How dare you? We'll attack you just because you talked about it. It's YouTube. So it sticks in my mind that while watching that stream, I heard something about how apparently America bombed a fucking school full of children. There were children, and we killed them. What the fuck? The United States literally bombed. We struck a fucking school? Did I hear that right? That's fucked up. These are the kinds of things that Putin does all the time, and then claims he doesn't. And the only reason you're hearing about it here is because we have freedom of the press. We give freedoms to people here so they can do those things on their own. We don't restrict their right to that freedom of speech and freedom of the press. If you had a dictatorship, not a democracy, trust me, the dictatorship would heavily restrict what you say about them, specifically against them. We already saw what ICE is willing to do. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's a full-on example of terrorism. People just chasing after civilians in cars because they were recording them in public, which is, again, your right to do. Y'all act like what, you know, like every time the press shows up, or anytime an independent journalist shows up, or anytime anybody films anything in public, that they get some sort of permit or permission. No. Literally never. This is for, like, movies and stuff like that, where you're using it for, like, extended periods. You're just in public filming. You're in public filming. Who the fuck cares? You can use your own 2 feet and your vehicle to move on out of there once you're done in a few minutes. Right? So again, if whatever they're filming is so bad that you chase after them, I guess you shouldn't have been doing it. This is the reality. And that's exactly it. And that's the example of what people that vote for this type of person want. They just want to be able to do those things. Where that guy clearly did nothing wrong, and they all shot him. Like, all of them. All those dudes did. Think about how many different men shot their fucking guns at that innocent man that day. What the fuck? Just the amount of men that don't have balls whatsoever. That's not a pair of balls. That's somebody that's scared of somebody else. Attacking them preemptively because, you know, he's not on our side. He don't agree with us. So we're scared he's going to come after us because he's recording us. Oh, he had a gun on him, but he didn't have it out. He was just recording. Yeah, but yeah. That's how you should look at that. And these people that are this disgusting and commit these acts of terror, they're the ones that are rooting for this. That's the point. They literally are Nazis. Already acting like Nazis acted. Doing exactly the thing Nazis did. So the point is, they're not going to admit to it in real life. They're not even going to admit to it to their family, their friends, anybody. They're just going to lie. And lie and manipulate. So one day, they try to get this guy in office again, probably. And then the truth will probably come out. But I mean, it's no mystery that they've been for him the whole time. And the point is, that is terrorism. Again, it is literally in the Constitution that he cannot be a president a third time. Nobody can be president more than twice. It's literally right in there. And again, if the people had their way, trust me, they would have wholeheartedly kept Obama in there. We all know that. We all know Obama would have never left office if the people got their way. Obama wouldn't have enjoyed it very much, probably. Because he's probably, you know what I mean, like he doesn't necessarily, I mean, the office takes a toll on a man. If you do it right. But, you know, if all you ever do is just lie and refuse to do anything and go anywhere, he doesn't even go anywhere. Spends more time overseas. What a loser. You know, we saw on full display what's wrong with America very recently. And, you know, we're still going back to American teas taste like shit. This is still part of it because, you know, that whole CEO thing where that guy very clearly did not want to eat that burger. You know, look, let's talk about this a little bit though, because the point is, that's not like you saw a full-on example of exactly the effects of what is happening to everything because of the internet and you know, politicians and rich companies and stuff not understanding and fearing it. And so when you do that, they fear that, you know, again, you have control over that market and you're doing something to that. But here's how we should all look at that situation. Everybody. Every single person. You should have looked at it like, again, well, alright, no, first of all, there's some people, I'm going to tell you how some people are going to look at it. First of all, some people are going to look at it like, who the fuck is the CEO that very clearly doesn't want to eat this burger? You know, why is he doing that position when he clearly doesn't, blah, 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 blah. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say all these things, right? Here's how you should look at that. Clearly, that gentleman that's doing that position should not be the CEO of McDonald's. He clearly does not like McDonald's. He clearly does not like that lifestyle. He clearly has really bad friends. And nobody looked at it like that. Nobody was like, man, somebody needs to help this guy. Like, this guy, like, he's got some real personal issues. And he hasn't figured it out. And it just literally oozing out of him. Right there on the screen. And you just, again, the point is, he's the CEO of McDonald's and McDonald's got all these fucking problems. Okay. That guy shouldn't even be the fucking CEO because he clearly doesn't even want to be the fucking CEO. And it's oozing out of him. And whoever the fuck his friends are in life are really, really bad friends. They are just terrible friends. Because, he clearly wants to, you know, do something with, interior design, you know? Or something like that. You get what I'm saying. Like, this guy, he wants to design stuff. He likes the way things look and all that, and you know, he wants to wear interesting sweaters. So, you know, the point is, this guy doesn't eat McDonald's. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want to be the CEO. He wants to be a designer of something or something like that, you know. This guy is, you know, extra fabulous, and meanwhile, he's McDonald's CEO. And McDonald's has got enough problems as it is. They don't need some in the closet CEO masquerading as their you know, the guys supporting their brand, because he's not. He can't even take the bite of the burger. And again, I cannot express enough how nobody wants poppy seeds. They're annoying. Nobody likes them. Everybody that gets poppy seeds on anything, literally everybody goes, what the fuck are these? Why didn't you pick sesame seed or something else? In fact, most people that even get seeds on things goes, man, I would have probably preferred the one without the seeds, but I'll deal with it. I don't know a single person in my entire life that tells me, yeah, you know, I prefer the seeds versus not the seeds on a bun. You know, like, I could see even like a bagel. Sometimes people say, you know, I want the everything bagel and stuff. Yeah, I understand that. I'm talking like burger. I'm talking like top of the bun burger. I don't know, almost, like, literally, I can't think of anybody in my entire life that when they had the burger, they went and said, you know, I prefer the seeded one. I can't think of a single person. Yet you put poppy seeds in addition. And again, not only that, this person still just clearly, everybody, you know, everybody's like, this guy doesn't want to eat it and stuff like that. Look, he's bad at, I don't know why people, like, I don't know that he doesn't want to eat it. He clearly didn't want to take a bite out of it after he took a bite out of it, where he doesn't eat McDonald's food, and this guy's like this, you know, like this, he's you know, he's gay, man. Like, that's the point. Like, the fucking guy takes little tiny fucking bites. He's a little tiny man, you know, like he's probably wears fucking, you know, small and medium shirts and shit like that. Like, you gotta respect the fact that, like, this guy is not the same as you. You know, he's probably very privileged life. He's a millionaire, you know, like, I don't know, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, this guy does not want to be a CEO. That's my point. And meanwhile, there's all these problems at the company that this guy's not dealing with, and it's like, is he having some lavish lifestyle all while not doing the job? Or you know what I mean? Like, come on, can we just? This isn't right. It's not right, not at all. Why is that guy? So I just, like, it doesn't. exuberate confidence. And then the point is that, like, the problem is that, you know, everybody looks at it like that, where, you know, they're just like, well, this guy, he doesn't like it, you know, and they're just laughing at him and stuff, instead of looking at it from a perspective of, you know, like, no, this is everything that's wrong and it's been wrong and is continuing to be wrong about other organizations too, where they're not adding this up. Other CEOs, it's the same issue. You know, like, you see it pretty universally. You see it, you know, these guys just, they want the money, but they don't want to do the actual job. Where, like, they don't actually do the things that, you know, that like go on in the company. They just make some decisions, I guess. So, you know, the point is, they are supposed to be driving that goal instead of just, you know, pressuring people to meet it. So I've seen this a lot of times. Again, not just with them, but a lot of times, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're not doing anything for the company. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Except just continuing to further perpetuate. Like, where did you add anything to it? Where did you bring anything in? Except perpetuate. Oh, what the golden arch? Oh yeah, is this your idea? You're genius, and then you couldn't even take a fucking bite out of it. Nobody, like, I don't think anybody likes this, and I think it's gonna be gone. Like, I don't, like, again, it's just I need to actually order it one day. What's on it? Like, fucking Big Mac sauce? Like, how many times are you gonna throw Big Mac sauce on something? Or, you know, like, just what is on? Like, come on. Like, what is it? A fucking quarter pounder with Big Mac sauce and shredded lettuce? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? No, I need to actually order this thing. It's probably just fucking Big Mac sauce. It's so stupid. That's what it looked like when I saw people eating it. Like, yeah, maybe there's another sauce, but I doubt it. They probably just threw fucking Big Mac sauce on it. It's disgusting when I think about it. Those things come in like little fucking pump tubes. It's so gross. Everything about that experience is so processed and blah. Yeah. Trash. And then again, it's a similar thing across the board with other companies too. Where you just see a disgusting standard across the board. You know, again, in the U.S., we have the Board of Health and stuff like that. Imagine if Donnie Jackass Dickhead comes in and gets rid of the board, starts getting rid of the Board of Health, you know, because they want to lay their hammer out down on his precious golden arches or something like that, you know. And meanwhile, you know, the Board of Health are what you want, you know. They're gonna make sure that you know, somebody isn't making a habit of smoking a cigarette and then, you know, just not washing their hands, and going right back to work and touching the food and stuff. You know, just stuff like that is so disgusting. This is pretty common at fast food places, by the way. At fast food places, I've seen GMs do this too. It is very common for somebody to go out for a cigarette break, is what they will call it. Come right back inside because they see all these people loading up in the drive-thru, and they will go right into a task and not wash their hands. They'll just put gloves on or something. And, you know, that's okay, because they're putting gloves on. Except that they came inside from after touching a cigarette and their mouth, and now they just touched the glove that they're putting on their hand. So anything on their hand is now on that glove. Yeah. Except for that. And anything they touched in the process, like the glove, the box the gloves are in, the door that they touched on the way in, you know, whatever, just whatever else, you know. And then, you know, vice versa, anything that's touched in that process, too, that would have something on it, in addition. You know, like just all this stuff. Again, you don't think about that, the Board of Health thinks about for you. And, like, this is the type of stuff that Donald Jackass, orange face dickhead would get rid of. Stuff like that. Yeah. So, you know, that's where you gotta, that's, you know, like, you gotta call that out and see that as a universal thing, you know, across the board. This is where we're noticing that they're all the same, and I actually finally have some information on what just do here. Yep. So, I actually have to take care of something. So thanks for being here. But unfortunately, like I said, there's no stream here really. Just us talking about this. I figured I'd at least give you guys some conversation while I wait for this. But yeah, absolutely. This is it.